Hi, this is James again, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Leave me a comment if you like.
be quiet.
Oh, oh, oh.
And just
I'm
get
sorry.
just do
I'm sorry.
the stuff on here. That's all I'm telling you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that cash app. Hit the cash app. The cash app, when you donate to the cash app, it goes for acrylic paint, masking tape, and brushes. All right. Well, this is a story about when I worked at the hotel, okay? Because I got a lot of stories from the hotel because I worked there so long. But this one's called They Beat Up Vicky. They beat the brakes off of Vicky. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, for all y'all don't know, Vicky was my first car that I bought when I got to Tennessee. Okay, it was a Crown Victorian. All right. Uh, yeah, it was a Crown Victorian. All right, and that car, I drove that car all the way till 2009, and I bought it in 1996 or 96. I bought it in 96, and I got rid of it in 2009. Okay. Well, anyway, I parked Vicky in the parking lot, but I didn't park it in the regular, the big parking lot where they have security surveillance and everything like that. I parked it in a small parking lot right across the street, just across the street from the hotel. So I got in there, and then we had an disturbance in the lobby area. Okay. So I went to the lobby area. I was manager on duty. So I went up to the guy and I told this guy, I said, "Hey, sir, what do you have a room here or anything?" He said he didn't have a room, okay? But he was looking kind of hostile. So I told him, look, I said, "Well, look, you can't be messing with customers in here. So chill out with that. You can't disturb the guests like that." So he said, "Okay, okay, okay. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not doing it." So I walked off, but I stood back and was observing. And then again, he started again, hassling guests, asking guests for change and stuff. And he didn't look like a homeless guy. But I walked up to him again. I said, "Look, that's my last warning." "Man, what you talking about, your last warning?" I said, "Okay, that's it. That's it. Let's go." And I grabbed his arm and struggled, took him back to the back, to the security department. So then he had animosity against me. He said, "What you grabbing on me for? What you grabbing on me for? Grabbing on me." I said, "Man, look, I asked you to do is to be quiet and to leave the guest alone. All right? That's all I asked you." "Man, you don't tell me what to do." I said, "In this establishment, I can tell you what to do. I can tell you what not to do." So he's still arguing. So I said, "Okay, that's it. You barred from the hotel, period." So we started the paperwork. We wrote everything up and everything like that. And we got a police to come down there. Police came. We gave him an authorization of agency. Okay. And that means you can't come back again. All right. So we gave him that, and then we cut him loose, let him walk off. But he didn't walk off, apparently. So I continued my duties, was walking around and stuff. Then somebody from the security department, the dispatcher, called me on the radio. Say, James, are you driving, Vicky? I said, yeah. She said, well, it looked like somebody hitting on your car or something. So I ran around there and I looked at the camera and this guy had a stick. Bang! He was hitting my window. He hit it several times. And I said, man, and I didn't even get a chance to get security to come. I said, I'm gone. And then security came later, but I was on him. And I come out and he saw me coming and he ran. So I ran. But he didn't know. He was a little bit fast. He was a little faster than me, but he didn't know I run distance. I'm a distance runner. So he could run. I would be behind him forever until he tired. So this guy ran every bit of maybe 3.5 blocks. So with him running, and I was behind him. I said, "You ain't gonna get away. You ain't gonna get away. Look how hard you breathing. You breathing hard. You breathing hard. Your lungs about to burst. Your lungs about to burst." I was just taunting him when I was right on his heels. Then he started slowing down. I said, "All right, I'm gaining on you. You better speed up. You better speed up. I'm coming up. I'm coming up." And he was, "Okay, man. All right. All right. All right." No, it wasn't all right. Because when I got to him, I jumped him, threw him down, and I hit him a couple of times. And I was asking him, "Why you do that? Why did you do this to my car?" It was the same guy. The same guy. So I put handcuffs on him and then was walking back because I kept my cuffs on me because I started out as security. And then I changed over to manager on duty, but I kept my cuffs on me and my mace and everything. So I had him cuffed up and we walked back to the hotel. And he was breathing all the way. Slobbing and everything out his mouth. Walked him back to the hotel and called the police and they locked him up. But my car, they took my information and everything, and then I went home. Later, like 2 days later, I had got the window fixed and everything. Because he ultimately bust my passenger side window out. And he bust out my headlights and my tail lights. I don't know. So I got the window fixed, and then I was in the process of fixing the headlights and stuff. So I got a call saying that I had to come to court. So I went to court, and they had his trial and everything. So they said they were going to give him 2 years or something like that. And he had to pay restitution. He had to pay restitution. So I thought this guy was probably maybe homeless or something like that. He wasn't homeless. He wasn't. He was from Little Rock, Arkansas. And I don't know what his problem. I guess he was high off or something. But well, anyway, 3 days later, I'm out there washing my car. And a police, not a police, but a sheriff pulled up in front of my house and blocked my driveway off while I was in there. So I walked around to the back of the car and was standing there. And he said, "Are you James?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what you need him for, you know." And he said, "Well, I guess you don't want this check then." And he started walking off. And I said, "Man, hold on. I am. I'm James. I'm James. I'm James." And he gave me a check for $600, $600 something check, you know. So I said, "Wow." And that was from, he had to pay restitution. Apparently his parents or something, apparently the guy was young. He was real young. He was like 20 something, maybe 25 or something like that. And he wasn't homeless. He had a place to stay. And his parents had money. But he just was out there. He was getting high off whatever. And he just couldn't stop. So they paid it. And then later on, they let him out of jail. But I had fixed my car already. So I took that money. I said, hey, this is mine. Shoot. So after that, everything was smooth, you know. But then I want to say like maybe a month later, somebody from the dispatcher called me on the radio again. Said, hey, you got a visitor down here. And when people tell me I got a visitor and they don't say a name, I never come. So I said, who is it? So apparently they didn't want to tell me. They didn't want to ask him his name and stuff like that. But they said, I said, all right. So the guy was at the desk, and it was the same guy was at the desk, standing up there waiting. And he looked like he was mad too. So I came around. I went out another door and came around to the back of him, so he wouldn't see me come up on him. So I walked up, and I said, boom, what's up, man? And he said, oh, there you are. Man, I told you I was going, pow, 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 and knocked him out. So then I called the police again, and they came and got him again. Okay? I busted him up real good. So then he was gone again for a year. Gone again for a year. No, it was 2 years. It was 2 years because I had forgot all about him. So then, all of a sudden, 2 years later, here he comes walking up the street. I was getting off work. Me and somebody from the maintenance department was walking to the parking lot. And the maintenance guy said, what's wrong with this guy? And this guy was like this. Throwing his hands up and stuff like that. So, and he's coming toward us. I said, oh man. I looked and I said, that's him again. All right. Okay. I got something for him. He got up there, got up again. He said, man, you have to do that, man. You do that, man. Do it when I'm looking at you. He said, I snuck him. So he said, do it while you looking at me in the eye, man. And I said, oh, man, you said, pop, 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 pop. I did it again. Knocked him out again. And he fell by the gate. And the guy from maintenance was shocked because he didn't know. See, he didn't know I knew martial arts, okay? So he said, what? Man, I didn't even see you punch. You know. And I said, man, it's all right. It's all right. I said, go ahead. You know, I told him to walk off. And the guy was laying on the ground. Police came. Then an ambulance came. And then they took him away. Okay. Then 3 years later, I saw him again. I saw him from afar this time. So he wasn't in close proximity to me. And he walked, he said, hey man. So I'm getting ready again. Now this time, I don't know if he got a weapon on him, okay? And so I stood there. I said, what's up? He said, man, I want to holler at you. I need to holler at you. I said, okay, come on. And he's coming up and he tried to shake my hand. I didn't shake his hand. I'm not going to shake your hand, you know. Then he tried to hug me. Come on, man, come here, man. I said, man, stay off me. I'm letting you know to stay off of me. He said, no, man, I just want to tell you, man, I'm sorry for what I did. I was out of my mind. That's what he said. And then he said, and I want to thank you because if you wouldn't have sent me to jail, I wouldn't be able to get off the drugs. I wouldn't be able to get off the drugs. I'm good now. He said, I got a job. And he showed me his shirt. And he worked for some plant or something. He said, I work now. I work now. I'm good. And then I shook his hand. He said, thanks, man. Thanks. And that really made me feel good. It makes me feel bad every time I have to fight somebody. It made me feel bad. But it made me feel good to know that I put an impact on someone's life by getting them to get off of an illegal substance and stuff like that. So it was good. And ever since then, it was good, And sometimes I would run up to see people that I've had arrested before, and they came to me with the same thing. Said, thank you, man. Thank you. Man, I appreciate you, man, because if you wouldn't have did what you did, I still will be out here on these streets. So it was a good thing. It was good. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Leave me a comment if you like.
I told you, if you use it again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to sue you. I'm not going to sue you. But I'm going to knock you out. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
man.
Okay. Leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos to everyone so everyone can get this experience. All right? And subscribe to my videos. I really need your subscriptions. I need to get to at least 1,000 subscription. All right. So subscribe to my videos. All right. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And it should turn to subscribed. It should be subscribed instead of subscribe. So push the button and then we all good, And I can keep sending y'all some more quality and real stories. All right. Peace. Adios. Salamat. Chair dance.